Hello everybody, thank you for joining me in the Fassst Lane. You know this is Jay Mack. You know how we do it over here, legendary. Only living legends on this side. Well, I'm going on to March 10th, 2020. Now, in my books, I write down my dream and I record the rebuke. This is how I did it back then. And now I have a separate sheet of paper where I record the rebuke, so I don't have to flip through so many pages to get to the other dream. But anyway, while flipping through the dreams for March 10th, I came across a note I made with the tactic from the last dream I had, where I was on the Isle of Lesbos. Now, while I was writing the dream down and recording it, and while rebuking it, the dream kept playing in my mind, and I had to keep rebuking that. I had to keep rebuking it. Even while I'm awake, the dream is coming back. Even while I'm recording it, the dream is coming back. Even while I'm rebuking it, the dream is coming back. People, when you have unseated the beast, he's coming back hard to get what it is. So, I felt so bad I didn't see this earlier, but now I saw it as I went from March 9th to March 10th. This note, cliff note in my book. So I have to share that. Excuse me. Like the Bible says, do not be ignorant of the wild and cunning of the devil. Well, that was very cunning. That's the first time that ever happened. And besides, it was a sex dream with lots of women. I guess I was supposed to indulge in the dream since it came back, to come into agreement with it, but I didn't. So you've got to watch slick stuff like that. The beast isn't playing, people. When the hammer doesn't work, he's going to pull out the feather. So stay vigilant. Now, with that being said, let's move on to March 10th, 2020. Now, I had a dream where I saw an adult and a child walking. Now, I didn't see the child's face. I just knew they had on a white shirt, and there was a man walking with the child. Now, the thing with the man with the child, what I didn't like in his dream was that the man had a branding iron. It had like a fancy design in it, like with circles, like a four-leaf clover, within a four-leaf clover. I drew it out 3 times. It's like 3 4-leaf clovers, getting smaller and smaller as you get to the center of the iron. And the branding iron handle was black and gold. I didn't like that. I was under the impression that this man was going to brand that child. When you brand something, what does that state? Like, what is implied? Like, think about animals, or like with the cowboy movies, when people brand the animal. What's the point for branding an animal? That's right, to show ownership. And that's not what disturbed me. Not that this man was going to brand the child, but the child had no idea. This child just think they were going for a walk from the dream, not knowing that this man is about to brand him. Wow, but you know, the child is probably under 5 from its height. And that told me something, which I know for a fact, that someone sold me to the beast who I was comfortable with to turn my back on. So I took that as wisdom from God, showing me that I was right when I knew it was someone close to me that did this. Now, I don't know who they are for sure, but from the dream and from different clues, different things people said, I kind of figure out who these people are. But that's neither here nor there. But it's like Minister Ewan said, when people are having serious bouts with poverty, it's usually someone close to them that sold them to the beast. And I took this dream as confirmation of what I already knew and felt. Well, anyway, this dream to me was about insight, and I thank God for it, and I still rebuke it, just in case. Because I didn't like that. I felt for that child. This child trusting this person. This person know they're going to do wrong by a child. Me, I can't do that. I can't do that to adults, much less a child. Anyway, let's move on. I'm trying not to get upset. My second dream. Oh, okay. In my second dream, I knew I had it, but I couldn't remember it. Like before, these are very, very dangerous dreams. Not being able to remember it, especially after having a dream like this one before it, and then the other dreams I had for the last week. So of course I rebuked this dream, and I also prayed that if there was good in the dream, I came into agreement with it. Because Minister Ewan said that sometimes God may give you a good dream and the beast make you forget it so that you can't come into agreement with it. That is why I tell you to agree with the dream if you can't remember it, and also to rebuke it, just in case. Let's see what else. Just say March 10th again. I had a second dream. And I couldn't remember it when I woke up. So, people, the beast isn't playing. The beast is not playing. Don't take this for a joke. The beast is not playing. I had that dream with the little child and the man about to broaden this child. And two dreams that I forgot. You know the drill. You come into agreement with it if it is good and of the Lord. And you rebuke it if it isn't. Alright, thank you. You know what we do at the Fassst Lane? We're legendary. Be a living legend.